You do so well, a lot of things. Did you bring context to these conversations? And you're telling me tornadoes really comes down to two things when it comes to how they're categorized.
Yeah, the damage and the wind speed, those are kind of the two things that they look for. It's called the EF scale, the Enhanced Fujita scale, which is something that was updated a few years ago. And when you hear about that EF2, even though 2 doesn't sound all that impressive on a scale of 0 to 5, it's still extremely damaging to a lot of communities. And that's what they've seen across many parts of the South. Yesterday, it was across Louisiana into Mississippi. And now even this morning, there's some severe weather going on across the Florida Panhandle. Currently, at this very moment, a tornado warning across parts of the Florida Panhandle, just to the north of Panama City. So this has a confirmed tornado on it. That's why it's got that pink color there, as opposed to the red that we typically see with tornado warnings. So it means there's a confirmed tornado on the ground in the Florida Panhandle now, pretty far to the west of Tallahassee. So hopefully that stays away from populated areas, but obviously a lot of severe weather going on in the south. Now, this is a very vigorous cold front, a very strong storm system, and as it makes its way through our area, we may have a couple heavy downpours, but I don't think we're going to be dealing with any big severe weather. That being said, there could still be a few rumbles of thunder later on today, and maybe a damaging storm possible, although tornadoes are not likely for Connecticut as we go on through this evening. But it's a severe weather outlook later on today, showing most of that action staying off to our west. But for us here in Connecticut, we still could get into a potent storm a little later on this evening, around maybe 8, 9, 10 o'clock. I think is most likely opportunity to see some of that as that front makes its way through. Now, in the meantime, it's going to be pretty warm. Temperatures are in the 30s and 40s, which isn't incredibly warm just yet, but as we go through the rest of the day, we'll really bump those numbers up as we get into the 50s to around 60. So this is a look at the forecast as we're going through the day today. 60 degrees or so this afternoon. A lot of cloud cover, so a cloudy day. A couple of scattered showers, but today's not a washout during the daytime hours. The heavy stuff comes through this evening when you have that chance for some of those rumbles of thunder I was mentioning. And some gusty winds as well, as we may get up to around 20 to 40 miles per hour a little later on this afternoon going into this evening. So during the day, the wind will kind of gradually ramp up. Cloudy with showers, warmer weather, of course, and it does gradually become breezier during the day with those evening showers and possibly some thunderstorms, as I mentioned. Temperatures into the 50s tonight, so it will stay mild. And then it stays fairly mild tomorrow. I mean, get up to around 54 or so. Not an incredible warm up, but not too bad. Chance for a scattered shower or two with partly to mostly cloudy skies on Friday. And then it clears out pretty nicely for Saturday. Saturday looks beautiful. Sunny skies, temperatures into the 50s, keeping it in the 50s throughout the rest of the 7-day forecast here with no major action in terms of any big storms around the area. We may have some rain to deal with by Wednesday, but at least no snow in the forecast and no big cool downs like we had earlier this week. I'm hoping we're done with the real brutal cold that we had earlier this week, but we'll keep an eye on that forecast, of course, all throughout the morning. We'll bring you the latest if anything does change. That's the latest for now, though. We'll send it back to you.